Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. In today's session, we're going to go over the pre-market analysis. We're going to look at the currency pairs that are on our watch list, what potential trading opportunities we have for the rest of the week, for the coming week, and how we can actually make the most out of it. So we're going to start obviously with our usual, the DXY, the US dollar currency index, as it determines most of the moves of the other currency pairs. So obviously, we can see it from the weekly perspective. The trend is clearly changing as we had some kind of a downtrend here as prices were creating high. We had a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now prices has broken the most recent high. The most recent high, creating a higher high, meaning that this downtrend might have come to an end and we might be looking for more continuations on the bullish trend. So that's the bigger picture we're looking for, or the US dollar is in a bullish trend. However, if we look at it closer, we can actually see that prices are currently on a resistance structure that has been tested multiple times in the past and has proven to be very strong. So what are we going to be looking at, or what's the market most likely going to do on the DXY? So my bias is that, as you can see, last week prices closed with some kind of a hanging man. So I'll be anticipating to see a little bit of a retracement before we actually continue taking off, because this is a very strong resistance. So prices has a very high possibility of retracing, but where will it be retracing to? So this is the daily perspective. So on the daily, we have this structure here, right? So when drawing trend lines, I always look at the highest peaks of the first two touches and the rest just play out. And as you can see how they are always respected. So this is how it's looking from the daily perspective. Prices just broke above this ending diagonal pattern. So what is my bias? Obviously, my bias is to see some kind of a retracement. So I'll be anticipating to see prices bounce, obviously, once they reach yay high. So that's where I'm going to be anticipating some kind of a retracement. So I'm going to put my Fibonacci that right there, the most recent, the low and the high. So what I'll be anticipating is to see prices retrace to either of these Fibonacci levels, because if you look, all of them actually represent something. Like if you look at the 7-8, there is a market structure here, so there is a possibility for prices to retrace until here, but I highly doubt if prices will reach here, because it's a very strong trend. You can see the trend was very strong. On the 618, we also see prices has a structure there. On the 0.5, we can also see, this isn't the 0.5. So on the 0.5, we have a minor structure. It's a very minor structure. Like it started playing out from all the way back here. So let me remove this so that you can see clearly. You see how it's been reacting in the past, right? So all of these are possibilities for prices to actually retrace and bounce off from. I'm not really considering the 0.38 in this scenario, because this is the first wave. So for those of the people that know the wave concepts, you actually understand, like, the second wave or the third wave is always the strongest wave, and that's where you actually look for the 0.3 retracement. But on the first wave, where it actually changes the trend, you can see this is the impulsive move that broke these structures. In this first impulsive wave, I'm not anticipating to see prices retrace to the 0.38. I'll be anticipating them to retrace to either the golden key levels, 0.5 and 0.618, which are the most probable retracements. And then if prices doesn't have that much momentum, 0.78, that's as low as I go, but not the 0.5, because not the 0.3, because this is the first impulsive move. So let's just edit those out. So these are the 2 points where I'll be anticipating to see prices retrace to. And from there, I'll be anticipating to see some kind of a continuation, whereas this is the most probable high where prices are most likely going to push to. So that's my view on the DXY. If you're actually finding value in this video, please do give us a like. Just take a minute to actually like, subscribe. I really appreciate that. So let's get back to the video. So this is my view on the DXY. On the JPYX, so we're going to look at the big indices first before we actually continue. So the JPYX, if you look at it from a weekly perspective, prices are still looking kind of strongly bearish. Prices opened with a gap this week. That's why you can see most of the candles are solid bearish without indicating where prices retraced. So you can see on the 4 hour, this is the daily, prices have been ranging since mid-August, and right now we are in mid-September. So prices have been ranging for a whole month, giving us very few trading opportunities because of the range. However, now should the DXY start retracing, giving a bearish move, I'll be anticipating to see prices push higher on the JPYX. Prices to give me this kind of a move. Right? So that's what I'll be looking for to play out on JPYX. Should prices on the DXY start selling. So I'll be anticipating to see prices retrace or become bullish, as JPYX and DXY are inversely correlated. So that means if DXY is buying, JPYX will be selling. And in this scenario, we are expecting the DXY to be selling, so JPYX will be buying. So first targets will be somewhere here, second targets will be somewhere here. And that's when, if the DXY starts buying again, then we'll be looking for continuations. Excuse, my voice is a little bit hoarse today. We'll be anticipating continuations from this high for prices to start selling again. So yeah, I'll be breaking down on them on the lower time frames in our free Telegram group. I'll be posting them. If you're not in it, be sure to check it. The link is in the description. Join our free Telegram. So CAD JPY, obviously we can see prices are on this crazy resistance structure here, heavy, like retested multiple times, very strong, and that's where prices are right now. So obviously we're anticipating JPYX to become bearish, to become bullish. Now if JPYX becomes bullish, JPYX obviously is inversely correlated, so we'll be anticipating prices to sell. Euro JPY, same thing applies. Obviously Euro JPY has lost momentum a minute. It's been a while since it's had any momentum. You can see it's been ranging. So this is an indication that prices are already, like, look at this. This is a 3-month candle. It's a doji, for crying out loud. Like, that indicates no momentum. Past 2 months, prices have just been ranging. So JPYX, obviously inversely correlated to Euro JPY, should it start buying, we will be looking for sales here. But obviously this is a short-term trend, as we can also see on Euro JPY, prices are clearly in a bullish trend. They just broke above that. They just broke higher highs, as these were the most recent highs. Prices just broke above those. So we might be looking for prices to retrace until somewhere here before you actually take a continuation trade for buys until prices reach somewhere up here, right? So that's my bias on Euro JPY. Now, CAD JPY, same thing applies. That's the JPYX. USD JPY. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm saying EURUSD. USD JPY. This is the monthly perspective. Prices are approaching this structure. Let's take a look at it from the weekly, because we were looking from the weekly. I don't know why I switched to monthly. It was because of the JPYX. So we can see how prices are acting here. Prices just reached this sensitive structure. So again, as the same JPY pairs, I'll be looking for prices to retrace a bit in here, possibly until this high is reached, before you actually see if we'll actually keep on pushing lower somewhere here. So this is how I anticipate USD JPY to play out. Become bearish until prices hit here as a retracement before you actually take off and buy again, right? EURUSD, same thing applies. We're on the weekly. So you can see prices are actually on this sensitive structure, right? And prices haven't broken below that. So in here, I'll be anticipating to see prices retrace till somewhere here before you actually look for a continuation. And it's somewhere there because that's the most recent low. You can see it on the weekly. It's much more clearer. On the daily, that's the low we're looking at. So I'll be anticipating to see some kind of a retracement before we take that continuation. So that's EURUSD. Yeah. Retracement before we take that continuation with our first targets somewhere here. We got GBPUSD, same thing applies, same thing applies. See, prices are approaching this sensitive structure here. So from the structure, I'll be anticipating to see prices retrace a bit. So from the weekly perspective, what's the low that we're looking at? We're looking for prices to retrace until somewhere here. On the daily, doesn't appear. Visibility appear on day, cool. All right, so that's where I'm anticipating to see prices retrace to before you actually get a continuation for prices to keep on selling until EA lows. Price action, guys. This is pure price action. One of the easiest strategies you can learn as a trader and implement it in your trading system. That's how I'm anticipating GU to play out. So if you've watched this video thus far, I appreciate you. Leave us a comment below what you think about our analysis. We haven't talked about gold. I apologize. We haven't talked about gold. So gold is inversely correlated to DXY. Should the price of DXY rise, gold will sell, and vice versa. So prices on gold actually hit these highs up here a while ago. prices started creating this kind of a downtrend as prices were creating lower highs and lower lows, a clear downtrend. So right now, you can see prices here use this recent structure. However, prices are still clearly in a downtrend on gold. Right, so we had that. Now, should we be looking for buys? We'll anticipate, or we'll have to wait until prices break above here, break above this high, and then give us some kind of a retracement for us to look for that trade before we look for that. So that's my view on gold. That's how I'm anticipating it to play out. Obviously, that's the most probable play out because DXY will be retracing this coming week. So gold has the biggest probability to start buying until prices reach somewhere up there. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you watching thus far. If you've enjoyed this video, please share it with a few friends that will find value in it. And don't forget to smash that like button as it will reach more people. I appreciate you all. Take it easy out there. Peace.